Right, John McCaig, Jesus Christ, trust. I hope you go watch that video that I just shot. Siesta Key Live. It's from today. Uh, you gotta see that video. Uh, it's an interview with someone, a back and forth. You have to go watch it. I can't sum it up, and please go watch it. So I hear the drums are starting already. So starting early after that. Pretty amazing stuff. I didn't have my camera on a tripod or anything. I just laid it against my bag, and I hope it could I hope it was heard okay. Um, so if anybody has any thoughts or questions on that, I want to go live for a minute and focus on what come up for you or anything like that. And at the same time, I wanted to bring up another thing about, we're in a 64-year time loop, and that is the sun and the moon. If you look at the images that someone takes, photographs of what the position of the sun and moon, it's in a form of the infinity symbol. That's the pathway that the sun takes and that the moon takes. So the sun times the moon, right? 8 times 8, 64. So I wanted to bring that up just because I hadn't gone over that. Somebody showed me, Mike showed me the path of the sun, and I come back to him, hey, it's the sun times the moon. And so that's 64. So I wanted to bring that up, and I can't see the comments from the people commented on that interview that I had, so I couldn't see it, and I can't see them now. So I apologize for that. I just focused on being in the moment with him and Don and helping him out. He was there. I was told to come down come down the beach early to do this, and he had come to me like a couple times, just generally, had a couple thoughts or questions, and then he actually, last drum circle, that was good. You did see it. Good, Alan. I hope you did. Good. It was pretty staggering, wasn't it? Pretty amazing. But I think he gained a lot from it too. Yeah, it really, I've been known to come down here and go live, but wow, that was really something to see that, and everyone coming and going by it that you couldn't see, it was pretty amazing. When I come back to my van, the cops were right here on a four-wheeler, right at my van, and then they sped off, and then they come back by again. I mean, it's pretty amazing to see things changing. I never thought I'd have that conversation with anyone from the Hive that remembers their previous lifetimes or anything like that. I thought I would just never be able to get them. So this is, great turn of events. For him to recognize in the situation how his life has led up to that moment and to this, what's happening right now is, really shows that he's the right guy sitting there. Seems like a very caring, warm-hearted guy too, and very genuine, not a liar or anything like that. He had to live the difficulties to get here, so pretty amazing. So very happy I made it down here. I don't know if I'm going to stay much longer. I think we're going to have a big storm here for too long, and that was kind of a lot for me to sit there and do that, because I talked to him for about an hour before that 2-hour conversation, and I said, look, I'm going to go live, and I need to go get my camera. He's like, well, I got to be somewhere too, so it's no. I was like, I'll be right back here. Hold on a sec. Let's continue this. And I didn't know if he was going to be sitting there or not, and he ended up staying there. And I was like, "Come on over here. Let's do this thing," and worked out great. So glad you caught it, Alan. I got a comment from Dee Dee afterwards that she could see it too. I couldn't see the comments of yeah, God Adam State put it in that right. I couldn't see because I was like, this side of the phone that I'm using, I just leaned it up against my bag, and I was hoping it was pointed out right. I was hoping, that it could be heard or anything. It was just the phone sitting there. So, and he didn't mind having the camera pointing at him either. And he said, "Oh, I watched your thing the other day when you went live," and I was like, "Oh, did you?" So, I told him to look into what I'm doing and stuff, and he did it. I was kind of surprised about that, and he had some real questions for me, and it just went on from there. And then I started a live bit of it and got 2 hours of it. So I'm kind of looking forward to someone pointing a camera at me and like getting some baptized that happen and Siemens jumping and so on. Like, this is just getting more interesting finally. I like it. Converse. Oh, I wanted to also say that I put up the trust and all the other courses on JesusChristTrust.net. It's not just on Liberty Aid Academy anymore. It's up there. So the church has everything and more that Liberty Aid Academy has. So it's possible to just go under that and go through the process there. Want to let people know that. But I don't know, maybe they know what's coming or something, but haven't had any students or any donations for a bit, about a week now, though I upped advertising. Usually it just gets really quiet right before the New Year's during December, which is an especially difficult time to keep the school open and everything. It's the hardest time of year. So maybe this will help out with things. It'd be nice if it were to help out. So, oh boy, that was. It's not easy to hold space for that long of a period of time, and to answer questions for everyone. But there's nothing I'd rather do. Worked out really well. Pretty amazing stuff. So I'm kind of looking forward to this pilgrimage coming up at Mayor Bava's and all that going on. Work seems to be progressing nicely spiritually, and at the drum circles they're dying, and someone finally came over to hear the real truth. So it's really great. Not what I expected, but what I was hoping for, what I was praying for. But I just kind of wanted to come on here because I wasn't able to, respond to anything anybody has said, and I didn't know if I brought up questions or brought up thoughts or anything like that. I don't know. Y'all probably, took a lot of time listening already, and I appreciate your going through that, with him and with me, and seeing that entire process unfold. Pretty amazing. I might have been cussing a little bit too much for the children, and I apologize for that. But it's all from the heart. All right. I guess if E times infinity, sun and moon, 64. I got a whole other list too, but that was actually that kind of like definitely took a bit out of me doing all that. So, all right. Everyone have a great rest of your Sunday. Don't forget to pray to God in the name of Jesus Christ, who will help. Oh, the sun and the moon. Oh, if you like Google, hey, the path of the sun and the moon, like you'll see in the sky, like there'll be dots of where the sun is. It goes through. This is the orbit of the sun, and the same with the orbit of the moon. It's in a eight or a infinity symbol. That's the shape that the pathway that the moon and sun constantly traverse. Infinity times infinity, right? That's what Jesus said he is. So 8 times 8, 64. Right, exactly. You got it right, Alan. Yeah. So, yeah, it was cool. Mike brought that, like, shot me a photo today. Like, look, even the sun is saying, and I was like, I texted him back. I was like, the sun and the moon are saying. He's like, oh man. So, like, I want to bring that up today, but I kind of expected a lead with that today, but I didn't get to it. Kind of focused on Don and his situation, which was great, because I'm just here to help people, really. So, yeah. Also, I mean, the deeper part to the sun and the moon on the eight is the Earth turns into the moon, the sun turns into the Earth. So, you know, everything is under this. Everything is infinite. This infinite time loop is infinite. It just keeps unfolding and unfolding and unfolding and unfolding forever until you get outside of it. And, in the part that's outside of the spheres, which is, the boundaryless ocean form of God, there is no time there. The ocean, you can't see it moving in any aid or anything like that. They're having been there. There's no time except for in the spheres. The spheres have time, and nothing else. God doesn't. God is timeless. God is non-duality. So, no sun and moon duality situation with the greater situation outside the spheres. There is no time. There's that element too. Some of that's brought up, some of it incorrectly in Baba's new book. Well, not any of that I just spoke, actually, but little parts of it or whatever are in creation and its causes. But of course, it's reframed as, oh, this is just a parable or whatever. But of course, that's wrong. All right, Ellen. Thanks for the great support and questions always, man. I really appreciate it. Kind of amazing what's going on here, and the sheer lack of quantity of interest in the masses. No interest whatsoever. But the hive is like, I mean, I literally got, like, I get to my car and the cops are right behind it on a field four-wheeler. Same guy that came to me, that got called to watch me on, when the Christians, I don't know where they are, not here again. But they called the cops on me, and then the cops came, and then the Christians quit showing up. Like, they didn't come again. And they were here for a year straight, every single Sunday. I don't know where they are. They're gone. I told them the truth. They call the cops, and I was like, oh, great. But now the police are still here, but they don't want to get too close to me. Funny stuff. All right, I think I'm going to go up before the weather gets wet and rainy here. I'm going to go up. I hear the drums happening, not on the sand, but under the roof. I can hear them here. Spread the word, please. If you got social media, throw it on out. Interview with the vampire, but for real, right? Ex-vampire. turning the hive. It's amazing that this thing is sorted out like to this level, and that this guy was told, that he's going to be doing great things and so on as a child, huh? Yeah, you hear the drum tits. Boom, boom, boom. I hear them too. The wind is blowing the right way. Wow, they're already set up there. This is really early for them. That's amazing. They can read minds and stuff, so they know what's up. They never start this early. And yet, here they are. Right after I leave to get over here, they start up over there. Amazing. It sounds pretty good. Yeah, William, if you didn't hear that, live thing I did from Siesta Key, I really suggest people listen to that, That was really something to go through on my end too, to hold that space for him and give him the truth. I'm happy to do it. That's my role. So everyone's got a role to play, and he's got quite the one to play. And you can see that, a lot of the weight of the heartache started to leave him as we talked. So that was a good thing to see on his end, to talk to someone that, realized he has a purpose but didn't know what it is, and that he'd been lied to and the system's a lie, but not know exactly the details of it, but then to get it all delivered to him at one point, drop, could see the relief flowing into him. So that was a pleasure to see that, to see, a broken soul being reformed under God right in front of me is why I do this, so man, I was just sitting there and I was having tears flow out sometimes while I was doing it. It wasn't easy. Way out is in the name of Jesus Christ. I was like, listen, you go watch the Poe family video in between now and the drums. He said, I'm gonna do that right now. I was like, good. So Alan, you've already had an effect on him and your family. So I know he's watched that video, and he's going to take heart from it. So thank you. That work that you've done is already having ripple effects all the way down here in Florida. So and helping turn the hive. It's it's only God. There's no other explanation, right? It's like only God's the explanation. So yeah, thank you, and thank your whole family. Really, because people have to see, this is happening for other people, and once they do, they can come to God and come to the truth. So, all right. Thanks everyone for your support. I think I'm just gonna accept that I'm kind of like drained after that one. It really wasn't easy. Seeing myself sitting, like it was sort of like sitting across from myself and the difficulties I've had, and no one was there to really able to give me the real truth or anything, but to be able to sit there one session and like drop it all on him. I can see that his pathway forward to God is going to be a lot easier than mine was. Knowing the truth and what to do, it only makes it easier. So, all right. Thanks for your support, everyone. Only donations. December is always the most difficult time. The darkest time before the light of the new year and so on. It's always difficult. Almost no students come. Almost no support. Almost no financial support. I gotta put it on the credit cards and keep it rolling. And then usually January it improves. So anything that anyone could give, and I know they're making times tough, so anything that anyone can give produces this kind of outcome, because this is all I'm doing. And you can see it accelerating, getting better. I always respect people's privacy. I try to do that. I never came to find you out of respect. I try not to, yeah. I thought I would try to catch you at Siesta Key Beach one weekend nice. I could at least hold the camera. That would be great, Check with me. I'm gonna be doing some support for pilgrims in other places this winter, but then I'll be back as usual. But check with me like on certain dates if you're coming, because uh, I'm not gonna be here for part of the winter. So it would be great to have you, Fred. Just check in with that, because I don't want you to waste a trip. Not that it'd be wasted as experience it, but hold the camera and get that happening, like that matters to me. So uh, I'd want to make your time as profitable for you as possible. It's already starting to rain. I got to drop the top on this thing and make some changes here. So thanks for the support, everyone. God bless you all in the name of Jesus Christ.